everybody. Right now I'm in the Kentucky Ridge State Forest. I'm here for my first overnight camping solo trip. I'm near the side with Chinoa Lake. You can see a little bit of that in the background there. I've just hiked in a little ways around the lake. Found a nice, kind of like a trail of some sort. It doesn't look like it's really been used in a bit, but I've seen some like sewage tunnel access. So I think, you know, they probably put that in and everything hasn't grown over it yet. But I don't know where I'm going to camp yet. I'm still on the lookout. This is my first little rest stop, so I'll keep you along for the adventure. This looks pretty crazy. I've never seen this before. I mean, it almost looks like they could have been alive, but I think they're seeds. But it's weird that they're all just on this one branch of the tree. And I don't see them on any of the rest of it. Pretty wild. Alright, so check this out. I found another tree with all these white things on them. And now I know they're alive. There is no wind blowing. Watch this. I don't know what kind of bugs these are. But it is now obvious that they are alive. Well, the hardest part has been trying to find the spot that I want to set up camp. I've been finding a few areas that I thought looked good, but once I found the trees that I wanted, I noticed the trees nearby were typically ate up with termites. And this big old tree here, I can push against it and make it shake with one hand. So the search continues. I was digging a hole for my fire pit and I came across this little guy. Pretty brightly colored. I don't think I've ever seen one of these before. Alright, I have found a spot. It's not too bad. I attached my hammock to a tree that's kind of mostly big enough to support me, but it does kind of wiggle a bit. I'm hoping that it helps me sway at night. I don't think it'll fall though. This whole area pretty heavy with leaf litter. I had to sweep everything aside. I'm starting to dig a little hole for my fire pit. Got my gear all attached to trees and up off the ground. I'm taking a little break now. It's pretty nice over here. The only issue that I have is getting over the sound of leaves falling, because there's so many. It sounds like there's people walking and coming up on me. And the only reason I'm really worried about that at all is because for some reason they decided to, in this Kentucky Ridge State Forest, they have towards the southwestern end of the area of the forest, there's a Bell County Forestry Camp, as they call it. Camp. And a little bit of more research on it. The road leading into said camp is Correctional Drive. And this camp is actually some sort of minimum security prison. I don't know. I find that interesting. I guess we're not far enough away to get away from sirens either. Hopefully, that siren's police and not firefighters. There's actually a fire... I don't know what the word for it is. It's dry season, so there's a notice that no fires are supposed to be lit between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. So I'm getting everything ready for that, for when I can actually get my fire lit. Though my cooking fire, I've got one of the fire boxes, and that's pretty well contained, if you've ever seen one of those, which you will whenever I start cooking. So I think that's it for now. About 5 o'clock. I've been going non-stop. About an hour till I can start a fire. I've got a pile of wood gathered. Nothing too thick, but there's a bunch of stuff on the ground. So I should be able to find stuff at night. I've got a headlamp and a flashlight, so I'll be good. What I've been working on now is a chair. Little ways to go still, but I've almost got the seat done. Then I'm gonna put some sticks maybe halfway up the back. I don't feel like I need to go all the way up, and then maybe a little bit towards the back just to add some support at that joint there. But overall, it's going pretty smoothly. Got my fire pit not too far away from it. I think I'll be far enough away not to get too hot. I can't really make it too big anyway. It's not like I need to. I haven't decided whether I'm going to put the rain fly up over the hammock or not. I'm pretty sure the weather's supposed to be good, but I may want to do it just in case. Keep myself from getting covered in leaves or something tonight. It's still weird getting used to all the snaps and cracks and different sounds of the forest in fall. And not too long ago there was a siren that went off for a long time. It's like kind of a steady kind of sound. I think that was probably from the prison. Maybe one of those time to come in from the yard type signals. Not like I really know. But things are going well so far. I'll give another update here before too long. Alright, it's a little after 6. Getting the fire ready. Got it built up with my Scooby snacks. Just took McDonald's straws, cut them into small sections. Took cotton balls and petroleum jelly, rubbed them together, stuffed them down in there. Take some pliers on each end, crimp it, and then use a lighter, seal it, and you've got waterproof fire starters. You just need flint and steel or a lighter, matches, whatever. But it works pretty awesomely. I'm going to try and see if I can position my phone to where I can record this. So, we'll see. Alright. Now, I think we're ready. And there you have it. Once it starts, the petroleum jelly pretty much acts like a candle. Keeps the cotton ball burning for a lot longer. Well, hopefully I taught you something. I don't know if you can hear that, but they are, sounds like coyotes howling and echoing across the mountains. Pretty creepy. It is now 7:40 and it's almost pitch black. There's a little bit of light left in the sky, but I can't, without the fire or my lamp, I wouldn't be able to see anything around me. Darkness. That fear of humans. From time immemorial. The darkness, the unknown, what could be lurking. I wonder if any of the animals that stalk in the night have any sense of fear of the dark at all. Or are their senses just so honed to it that they don't need anything? They know what's near. It's been pretty fun so far, though. The only issue that I have is, I'm only burning deadfall things that I've found on the ground, and most things are maybe an inch and a half or smaller, and the stuff that isn't is either wet or dead and well eaten through. So I've been constantly having to feed this fire. I don't know how late I'll stay up because of that fact. I was hoping that I'd be able to keep the fire going for a while and not have to worry about coyotes or anything. Any denizens of the night. We'll see. See what happens. It's about 9:40. And I let the fire die down a few minutes ago. I've been deleting stuff off my phone so I can start making more videos for out here, and you know, I have a good bed of coals, so I wasn't really worried, but it died down, and wow, after it did, I could see the glow of the coals themselves, nothing else, like no trees around me, and there's one maybe 8 feet away. Yeah, there was nothing. I couldn't see a thing. But the fire's still going. And strong. It's kind of interesting, the whole concept and idea of camping, because you know it's where humanity originated. You know, we were hunter-gatherer, nomad type peoples. We traveled and stayed out in nature and lived off the land, and I don't know, it's kind of interesting how, you know, there's like a subset of people that will go camping in, like, you know, campgrounds, and that's not really camping. At least I don't really consider that camping. But there's lots of people that do it that way. But there's even less who go out by themselves and do it. This being my first time, it's definitely an experience. The coyotes or wolves or whatever was howling has kind of stopped. It's not too bad so far. The creepiest thing is that every so often all around, things will just fall from the trees. Get some light in here. Things just drop, and usually they'll hit a few branches on the way down, or if they don't, they hit even louder, and it's just kind of jarring when you're not ready for it. You know, you're just sitting there, and all of a sudden, wow, something hits. And then maybe 3 or 4 things will hit at the same time. You're like, what? You know? But, yeah, I got a few knives. I got some pepper spray. Got a hatchet. Fire's going. I think I'll be alright. But pretty much after this, I think I'm going to chill out in the hammock for a bit. When the fire dies down again, and I might call it a night. Unless there's anything interesting to report, I'll catch you in the morning. It's morning, but not the morning that I was really expecting. It's about 5:30. I woke up about a half hour ago. It's not too cold, but it did get a little bit cold while I was in my hammock. But I started hearing these sounds that they didn't sound like just dropping sticks and leaves and stuff from the tree canopy. So I made some loud noises trying to scare off whatever it was, and then got up and restarted the fire. Pretty much out of sticks around my area. I don't really want to venture that far. Well, I'm not out of sticks, but they're just too small to be worth anything. I've been trying to throw some bigger logs on there and see if they'll catch, but they're definitely really slow burning. And all the flames die out. My light dies, as you can see. So, gonna try and get this fire stoked once more. And then, maybe see if I can sleep a little bit. I mean, it's not too long before daybreak, so I don't really have too much to worry about. Just a little bit ago, I heard an owl hoot for the first time tonight. It's kind of unexpected since I hadn't heard it for so long. And then, not too long ago, a dog from a little development area a ways off started barking and howling and caused a chain reaction of all the coyotes and I guess other dogs probably in the area. It's pretty creepy. It was like that Scream video from Sweden. They scream at night and everybody keeps screaming back and keeps echoing and screaming and echoing. It was kind of like that. Alright, well I think that's all for now. Catch you in the daylight. Yeah. That's the coyotes. I hope that's audible in here. Because it's so wild, because you can hear the ones that are closer pretty, clearly, but the ones off in the distance, it just sounds like this continuous, cacophony of sound. Just you can't even really make out what it is. And then there were a few thrown in. Pretty wild. Morning time in the forest. Some people would like to sleep. I guess that's for when the sun comes up. Alright, I made it alive through the night. It's morning, and I got about 45 minutes before I have to pack up and get hiking back out of here to get picked up. Right now I've got my folding firebox camp stove going, getting ready to make some coffee. I just boiled a little bit of water for this Backpacker's Pantry Pad Thai meal. These things are pretty interesting. I mean, I bought this like 2 or 3 years ago, and it's good till like 2022. I guess it's all dehydrated and whatnot, but that seems like a long time for food. Man, the night was cold. And I couldn't get over all the sounds of the stuff dropping from the trees that sounded like animals moving around. So I know there were bears and coyotes. I definitely know there's coyotes. But it wasn't bad for the first time out solo. It was a little bit boring at times because I had to keep stoking the fire. I think if I had someone here to split fire duties with, it would have been a lot better. Because that stuff is for the birds. Every like 10 minutes running out in the darkness trying to find some sticks. Which, good thing it's starting to get cold. Didn't really have any run-ins with any snakes. I know there are some poisonous ones in the areas. It's like copperheads and stuff. That would suck. Because I have no cell service out here. Alright, well, I think that's it for now. Give an update on the way out. Later. It's been a nice little camp here. And just like that, it's gone. Well, maybe another time I may revisit this place. All in all, I'd definitely say it was a good trip. Learned a few things to consider for next time. Now to venture back. Catch y'all later. Peace.